Good evening, guys. Hello, how are you? I hope you are fine and everything is good. And I hope you are keeping safe too. Hello, Ubay. Hello, Rama. Hello, Aya. Great, guys. Happy to see you again. Good evening, Aya. Hello, Noor. Nice to meet you guys. Love you so much. I miss you so much, actually. Uh, Thank you very much, Ubay. Okay, maybe students are still arriving. But no problem, we can start immediately because as you know, we have like just a revision at the beginning, so no problem. So happy iftar. How was your day? Was it fine, good, or okay? How was your day? What's your day like? Good. I mean, because of Ramadan and these things. Yeah. So. Okay, so students are still arriving. Nice. Okay, I hope that everything is good all the time. So today's session, guys, as in today's session is number 11, and we're going to start with chapter 2. Okay, the listening part, part 1 and 2, and some punctuation rules. Okay, you know, I mean, last time we finished chapter 2. And let's just have a review of the things that we took. Just 1 minute. I want to. Okay, guys. So here, as you remember, we had like a paragraph with some mistakes related to organization and form and content, and we pointed. I mean, these. We pointed out these mistakes and errors. Okay, I told you this is very important because when you know how to find out these mistakes, it means you can avoid them in your writing. اوكي قلت لكم انه هذا الشيء كثير بيطور من كتابتكم لانه انا بمجرد انه اعرف كيف عم اكتشف الاخطاء بباراجراف، معناتها انا عندي المقدره انه اتجنب هي الاخطاء لما انا عم بكتب ان كان بالاكزام او بالاساينمنت. اوكي، هي شغله. وشغله ثانيه، انا قلت لكم لما بيكون عندنا اساينمنت خطا كثير كبير انه انا اكتب الاساينمنت واسلمه مباشره. لا، نحن رح يكون في معنا وقت كثير طويل لحتى نسلم الوظيفه. اوكي، بما انه في عندنا وظيفه واحده، فالفكره انه انا ما اكتبها مباشره واسلمها، لا، اكتبها مثلا اليوم، اتركها يوم يومين، ارجع لها بعد كم يوم. اوكي، ارجع اقرا، فالحالي بكتشف الاخطاء بنفس الطريقه اللي انا عم اقرا فيها الباراجراف واكتشف فيها الاخطاء. نفس الفكره كمان لما انا اكتب موضوع واتركه بعد كم يوم ارجع له كمان، برجع بكتشف الاخطاء كانه انا عم شوف موضوع حدا ثاني مو موضوعي لإلي. فمن هون بتطلع الاخطاء، ومن هون احنا بنقلل كميه الاخطاء. اوكي، بهالطريقه. So that's the point. Another thing, we took also the difference between there is and there are. We have like differences. I draw these tables. I mean, how the differences in countable nouns, uncountable nouns, and also when to use there is with singular nouns and uncountable nouns, and there are with just plural nouns. And we have some notes about the use of a or and also the use of any, and we did an exercise about this. Yes, and also, sorry, we talked about possessive nouns, and we said this rule is very simple and important at the same time. We said it connects two nouns, and also we use it with, when we have like a singular noun, we add just apostrophe s, so the boy's book, the boy's book. If we have plural nouns like the boys, we just add apostrophe, the boy's book. And if we have irregular plural, we add apostrophe s. So it's like what? It's like the singular noun. Okay? As if it's a singular noun, apostrophe s. So that's the point. And also, some of the things that we do, We did an exercise about this, which was very simple. We talked about the present continuous tense. This is the table I drew. Last time, the present tense, we have the form, how I form a positive sentence, how I form a negative sentence, and how I form questions. And then we explained about what the use. And we said this is the most important one. اللي هو الاستخدام. إنه we have two important uses. اللي هن when I talk about something at the time of speaking, and when I talk about something happening around time. كيف يعني around time؟ يعني these days. فهو temporary action. يعني عمل مؤقت, temporary action. So we can write it like this, temporary action. A temporary action هو عمل مؤقت وليس عمل دائم. العمل دائم بيكون permanent action, هناك بنستخدم present simple. But for temporary action, يعني just these days, we use what? We use present continuous. For temporary actions around time, يعني these days. And also we did an exercise. We did an exercise about that, and then we talked about difference between these modal verbs: can, may, might, will, auxiliary verbs. Let's say. You see, we use can for ability, may, might for possibility, and will for intentions or predictions. And also we did an exercise about that. So that's the exercise we did. Of course, this is like an exam. يعني هذا الشيء تقريبا بنفس مستوى الإكزام. يعني راح يكون عندكم أسئلة على نفس نمط هذه الأسئلة. Okay? But in the exam you have 4 choices. يعني هون عندكم مثلا 2 choices. In the exam you will have 4 choices, and you can choose the best answer depending on the information we learn here. Okay, so this is what we took last time. Do you have any questions about the previous session before we start with something new? Okay, great guys, nice, excellent. It means that you study the things that I give you. Okay, let's go to the chapter we need to talk about. Okay guys. So this is chapter 3. Now look at the picture in front of you guys. Now what can you see? You can tell me, what can you see in front of you? What do we have? What the people are doing? Yes, tell me. Okay, so yes, new market, there is a market. Yes, we have some customers, excellent. And this is a market, yes, Noor. So we have a market, an open market. You see, an open market يعني هو إنه market بالهواء الطلق يعني ما له مسكر. An open market. We have customers, some people buying maybe vegetables. Yes, yes, Brahim, vegetables. We say yes, Ubay, people buying fruit and vegetables. And yes, good. So fruit and vegetables. Yeah, so we have boxes with, yes, Noor, with food, fruit and vegetables. We have salespeople, يعني هن البائعين, salespeople, and we have customers, the people who buy the food, and it's an open air market, so we call it an open air market. Okay? So an open air market هو مثل السوق بالهواء الطلق يعني ما له مغطى. So that's the point. Hello Sarah. Okay, so an open air market. Okay, now this is what we have. So according to this picture, guys, what do you expect to learn from this chapter? What are the things that we might discuss in this chapter? as usual, always we can get from the very beginning. So what are the things that we can learn in this chapter? What are the things that we are going to discuss in this chapter? From this picture, I mean. Yes, any suggestions, guys? So what are the things that we are going to learn in this chapter? Or the topics that we might discuss in this chapter? What are the topics that we might discuss in this chapter? Yes, it's not a yes-no question, Aya. It's an informative question, information question. So I want like a complete sentence. What are the things or the topics that we are going to discuss or deal with in this chapter? Do you have an idea? From the picture, yes, Manar, eat. So it means we might talk about food. You mean, okay, we might talk about food. What else? Okay, eating to live. Okay, Aya, good, excellent. And cooking or shopping. Yes, so it means, I mean, the things that are related to this chapter, from this picture, I mean, are related to food and these things. Now, if we come to the title, this is the title of this chapter, Living to Eat or Eating to Live. Now, this is a question, okay? It's like a question. And if I want to ask you this question, what do you think? Personally, I mean, I want your opinions personally from your point of view. Do you live to eat or do you eat to live? Which one to choose and why? Yeah, guys. So do you live to eat or do you eat to live? Which one? Okay, no, you eat to live. Okay, obey, yeah, great. But I mean, tell me why we eat to live. Okay, Sarah, but why? That's the question. Why did you choose that one? Yes, we eat to live. Yes, Muhammad. Okay, so I think most of you eat to live. Yes, Brian. Number 2, you mean? Okay, the second one. But why? Yes, by eating is the reason to live. I think, if you choose this one, yeah, I mean, eating is the reason to live. It means this is related to the first one. It means eating is the first goal in your life. Is that true? Good, Sarah, excellent, because it's not the goal of life. So when we say that we eat to live, because eating is not the goal of our life, we have more important goals in our life. Okay, so we have other important words in life, more important than just eating. So that's why we choose eating to live, not, I mean, living to eat. Because if you choose, for example, what Muhammad, what did you say? Living to eat to animate? I didn't get that. Because if you choose, I mean, living to eat, it means your aim in life, your first aim in life, your first purpose and goal in life is just to eat, without doing anything else. This is the most important thing in your life. You just live to eat. Okay, but of course this is not our goal in life. Our goal in life is not just for eating, is for having a good family, good friends, good job, good education. So that's why we eat to live in order to achieve our dreams. Okay, yes, okay, yeah, I got yes. So eating is the reason to keep going in life, to achieve our dreams. Okay. Yes, Muhammad, I got your point. Good, excellent. This is maybe for maybe animals. Okay, but anyway, I mean, we have some people, I mean, who love eating. Yani we have people who love just eating. I mean, they want to eat. This is their goal in life. I mean, food uh, whenever food comes, so this is the best thing to them. Yeah. يعني في ناس انه هي هدف او بتحب هيك بالحياه انه بس تاكل. يعني they love, I mean, food. Yeah. So okay, good. Yes, I got. Okay, Sarah, I got the point. Okay, so maybe we have some people who loves, I mean, eating all the time. This is their purpose, and we have some people who it's not like their aim or purpose. Okay, so that's the point. يعني ممكن هذا الشيء يكون بس للأشخاص اللي بيحبوا الأكل يختاروا أول وحدة إذا كانوا كثير بيحبوا الأكل. أوكي بس هو بشكل عام المفروض. Okay, number 2, this one, because eating just is a tool. You know, tool. It's just a tool to keep us alive, but it's not our purpose. We should have more important rules in life and priorities. More important priorities. You know, priorities in life. Priorities هي الأولويات. Okay, priorities هي الأولويات بالحياة. I have طبعا هي plural جمع يعني I have a priority or priorities plural. Okay, guys. So this is the first. This is about this chapter. This is an introduction to this chapter. So it means this chapter will deal with something related to food, eating, shopping, maybe to shopping. We will see. هلا في عالم انا عم لاحظ انه عم يكتبوا، عم يحاولوا يكتبوا على الويب ديمو، بس بالاخير عم يتراجعوا ما عم بيكملوا كتابة. فما في مشكلة لو شفتوا حالكم انه اتأخرتوا او حدا جاوب قبلكم او شيء، معلش ابعتوا، يعني انا عم شوف كل الاجابات. Okay, that's the point. طبعا هون this is an outline. يعني always when you see this table, it means it's an outline for the whole chapter. So in this chapter we are going to deal with these things, and this is the reading, this is the writing, the grammar. So it's like an outline, so it's not important because we are going to cover most of the things here. So we come to the listening part. We come to the listening part of this one. And as you see, and as usual, actually, we have before you listen. Before you listen, this is an introduction to the listening part. It's like an introduction. Teaches us some important words. So if you look at this picture, guys, now, who can describe this picture? I want you to describe, to tell me what's happening in this picture, and then I'll ask you some questions. Yes, so what do you think? Yes, so there is a line, okay, they want to buy something. Okay, great. So they are waiting in a line in a supermarket. Yes, yes, Sarah. Okay, Muhammad. What does that mean? Yes, so we have some people, as you can see. What do we call this one, guys? Who can know? What do we call this thing? Do you have an idea what do we call it? So yes, Ubay, people waiting to pay for their purchases. Good, excellent, Ubay. People waiting in line to pay for their purchases. Yes. طيب شو بنسمي هي اللي حطيت عليها the shopping cart We call it, I mean, Sarah or Rama, shopping trolley. Shopping trolley. Okay, so this is where we put our goods from a supermarket. Okay, shopping trolley. ممكن نقول عليها كمان إنه shopping cart. اوكي هلا وانا بقول ان الشوبينج ترولي هي British English but sorry yes shopping trolley هي British English اما shopping cart هي American English so we can use both of them okay shopping cart or trolley great yes روعة they pay for the purchases good روعة excellent. So this is the thing. We have a queue. We have a queue. You know queue. Queue هو الline يعني الدور. Okay. So we have a queue and we have people paying for their purposes or purchases. But now my question to you. What do you think this means now? If you look at this one. Okay. So we have a supermarket. And this supermarket has an express line. What do you think this one means? Price board, nominal, not price board. And what do you mean by limit, Ubay? And last often يعني شو يعني مشتريات اللي كمية أكثر من 10 ما I didn't get that less than 10 items yes so what does that mean what we are going to do if you have less than 10 items no not sold Fatima no Rawa not that like that no okay I'll tell you guys this means that when a supermarket has an express line this means that sorry no not like this but those people okay who stand in this line or who wait in this line means that they will pay immediately. They will pay very fast because they have 10 items or less. Okay? So customers who have 10 items or less can pay using this line. Okay? So that's the point. So customers who have 10 items or less can pay without having to wait for a long time. So they come to this place. Yeah, good. So if they have 10 items or less, so they come to this place and they can pay without having to wait for a long time because they have just few things. But if they have more than 10 items, so they can't, stand here. They have to wait in another place and they have to pay in another place. But this place is just for people who have 10 items or less, just few things, so they can pay without having to wait for a long time. Okay, so without having to pay for a long time. So to wait for a long time. That's the point. Okay guys? فهذا بنسميه الاكسبريس لاين. اوكي؟ فقط للاشخاص يلي مثل ما قلنا انه هن معهم 10 items or less. So they can come here and pay for their goods, for their purchases, without having to wait for a long time. Because if you have more than 10 items, it means you will wait for a longer time, so you have to go to another place to pay. With people who have, more than 10 items. But if you have just like 10 items, a few things, you can come here and pay just to go quickly and to leave quickly, not to wait too much. Okay guys, now, so this is what we mean by that. If we go to, this is what I wrote here. So this is express line. It means a place in a shop where customers can pay without having to wait for a long time. So you pay immediately, quickly, and then you can leave because you have few things. So this is express line. وممكن نسميه كمان express lane. We can say express line or express lane, the same thing. Okay, but now this is what we mean by that. Now if we go to the next question, you see here we have a couple, and all the couple, we have the wife maybe and the husband. They are old people waiting in this one, in this line. Now, what mistake do they make? What do you think? What mistake do they make? Yes, there is another place, Rawa. They can go to another place and pay. Okay? يعني هي انه هي على نفس مبدأ فكرة مثلا يلي معه مثل دور الخبز اللي بده ياخذ مثلا رغيف او رغيفين او خمسه مثلا مباشرة بيعطوه بيمشي. لما بده ياخذ رقطة مثلا بيوقف على الدور. بنفس الفكرة. This is express line. Okay, so they have to wait. Okay guys, so yes, so what's the problem? Yes, Aya, more than 10 items, good, excellent, excellent, Ubay, excellent, Sarah, great guys. So this is the problem. They have more than 10 items. If you look here, and here also, they have more than 10 items. So, and here, as you can see, the salesperson, the cashier, the salesperson, is telling them that here you have just to have 10 items or less, but you have more than 10 items, so you can't pay here. You have to go to another place and pay. Okay, so this is the salesperson is telling them that this is not acceptable. You have to go to another place. Yes, good, Ibrahim. But here, as you can see, here we have just maybe 2 items, that's this is acceptable. They can pay here. But more than 10 items, so they can't pay. Okay, guys? Great, excellent. So this is the point. So this is the point. Now we have language tip. We have a language tip related to food, since we are talking about food, vegetables, and grocery. Yes, sorry, this is in all, but maybe not maybe in Syria or maybe in other countries in Europe and different countries. But here we have just one line. Yes, we don't have this thing in Syria, the express line. Yes. Okay. Because do you know why? Because people don't have enough money to buy a lot of things, so they always buy few things, so no need to express line. That's the point. يعني ما في داعي للexpress line لأنه yes, they don't buy a lot of things. They always buy few things, and so they can leave immediately. Yes. So for the language tip, guys, so we use they said here use non-count nouns to talk about food in a general way. So look here. I like ice cream. Steak is expensive. But you remember countable and uncountable nouns that we took? Uncountable nouns and the nouns that we can't count. Okay. Look here. We have ice cream. This is uncountable. And steak. This is a piece of meat. Steak, also uncountable. So when we talk about food in a general way, we use uncountable nouns. Okay? So we can't use here articles. And I can't say I like an ice cream or I like an ice cream. Okay? لأنه هي uncountable noun. اسم غير معروف. فما بنستخدم مع أدوات. We don't use articles. فأنا لما عم أحكي عن شيء بشكل عام ما في داعي أستخدم articles. We use uncountable nouns. تمام؟ طيب هلا ال uncountable nouns هدول لما أنا بدي أحكي عليهم بالتفصيل، أوكي، يعني بدي أحكي مثلا أخذت قطعتين أو ثلاثة أو أربعة، طيب هن uncountable nouns ما بنحسن نعدهم، كيف بدنا نقول إنه أخذت قطعتين أو ثلاثة أو أربعة مثلا؟ بهالحالة ما فينا غير نستخدم شيء اسمه quantity words، اوكي، او containers. quantity words من الكلمات اللي بيحددوا الكمية او containers together with to talk about, let's say, specific quantities. For example, yes, I say a gallon of ice cream. A gallon of ice cream, for example. So this is a quantity word or a container. A box of soup. This is a container. A box of soup. A pound of steak. Pound of steak. Okay, so these are called quantity words. Okay. The same thing when I say، يعني أنا نفس الشيء لما بقول bread. هلا البريد هو معدود ولا غير معدود؟ bread uncountable or countable? You know bread. Bread هو الخبز. Okay, so uncountable or countable? Great guys. So this is uncountable. طيب ممتاز. هلا هو غير معدود. طيب كيف أنا لك بدي أقول مثلا إنه أنا بدي رغيف أو رغيفين أو ثلاثة؟ كيف بدي أحكي بالتفصيل يعني specific؟ إذا هو غير معدود ما بنحسن نعمل هيك. كيف لك بدي أقول مثلا إنه رغيف أو رغيفين؟ So I need to add a quantity word. شو هي ال quantity word لحتى نقولها أو نستخدمها؟ ممكن نقول a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread. رغيف من الخبز. Okay? 2 loaves of bread. 3 loaves of bread. That's the point in this way. فأنا بهالحالة استخدمت quantity word لحتى أعبر عن كمية الخبز اللي أنا بدي إياه. أما لما عم أحكي عن الخبز بشكل عام، يعني أنا مثلا إذا قلت I like bread. I like bread. أنا هون عم بحكي بشكل عام إنه أنا بحب الخبز وهو، فأنا بدي أستخدم uncountable noun اسم غير معدود. I like bread. أو مثلا إذا بدي أقول أحكي بقى عن specific quantities كميات محددة مثلا من هذا الشيء، فأنا ما فيني أحط A أو an أو تمام، فبقول a loaf of bread. 2 loaves of bread مثلا بالنسبة لهذه الكلمة. Okay? So when I want to talk about specific quantities, we use quantity words or containers. This is the idea. Now we have a lot of examples about that. Right. Any questions about this? Great. Now guys, here what we have. Here we have, guys, as usual, we have a group of words, new vocabulary. We are going to use, these words, okay, and put them into the gaps here in this context. Okay, so we are going to use, these words into context. But first of all, we need, to learn the pronunciation and to learn the meanings of these words. Then we can use them into context. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Pay attention to pronunciation, guys. So the first one, groceries. Groceries. Now, what does that mean? What do you mean by groceries? Yes, it's like a market. Okay, yes, Noor, vegetables. Yes, Aya, a supermarket. Good, excellent. It's one word, Aya, so it's like a supermarket. Good. So in American English, we can say it's like a supermarket. So where we can buy, food, fruit, vegetables, something like that. Okay. So it's like a shop, okay, or store for selling food, okay? It's like a shop or store for selling food. We can say, again, we can say supermarket, okay? We can say a supermarket in American English, so grocery. Because in a supermarket you can buy vegetables, you can buy fruit, you can buy food, you can buy meat, you can buy fish, everything in a supermarket. So it's like a groceries. So this is what we mean by that. Okay. The second one, we have pound. Pound. What does that mean? Look here, we have number one. It means, this is the explanation. Pound means 2.2 pounds equal 1 kilogram. Okay, so 1 pound doesn't equal 1 kilogram. We need to have 2 pounds to equal 1 gram. Yes, so it's like a unit for measurement. A unit, it's a unit for measurement. A unit for measurement. تمام؟ طبعا الباوند مثل ما قلنا ما بيعادل 1 كيلو. لازم يكون عندي أقل شيء، يعني لازم يكون عندي 2 pounds or so تقريبا 2 pounds وشوي لحتى يصير عندي 1 كيلو جرام. هلا الباوند ممكن يجي معناها كأنه جنيه استرليني كعملة يعني، اوكي، يعني مثلا I have 100 pounds. اوكي، I have 50 pounds مثلا. بس ولكن هون لا، مو جاي بمعنى عملة أو currency يعني. It's like a unit for measurement, so it equals 1 kilogram. 2 pounds equal 1 kilogram. Okay, so 1 pound equals half a kilogram. Okay, next one we have produce. Produce. as you know, produce معظم الأحيان نحن بنستخدمها كفعل. produce yes كفعل، بس ولكن هون أنا عندي إياها كاسم. Yes, it's a noun. So when it comes as a noun, what does it mean? لما بتيجي كاسم شو بيصير معناها؟ Yes, like what, Sarah, in English, what can we say? It's like, yes, yeah, it's like crops, good, excellent. It's like products, yes, noon, good. Yes, what kind of items you mean, Obay? What kind of items? And what kind of products? It's related, as Aya said, it's related to crops and farming. Food items, yeah. Good, Sarah. So when I say produce, it means it means like vegetables, fruit, so something related to farming. The products that come from farming as a result of farming. Okay, so this is what we mean by produce. Okay, produce. I like fresh produce, fresh vegetables, and yes, and fruit. Okay, yeah. But these things come from farming, روعة. Okay, related to farming, يعني للمنتجات الزراعية أو هيك شيء. طيب, next one we have oil. Oil. هلا هون بدنا ننتبه إنه الإس ما بتنطق. So we say an oil, not isol. Oil. Okay? What does that mean, guys? Oil. Any idea? Any suggestion? Yes. In English, how can we say that? It's like a line or lane or a passageway. We can say a passage. Okay? We can say a passage between two shelves, two rows of shelves. Okay? A passage between two rows of shelves. Okay, so it's a passage between two rows of shelves. So this is when you go to a supermarket, we have aisles. When we go to a supermarket, we have shelves. Okay, you know shelves. Now the passage between these shelves is called an aisle. The passage, yeah, between these two shelves is called an aisle. Okay, the next one we have gallon. Gallon. Now here you see number 2. A gallon is equal to about 4 liters. 4 liters. So when you have 1 gallon, it means you have 4 liters. Now this is related to liquids. So we can't use it for solid items. We say it, or we use it for liquids only. When we have a gallon, it means 4 liters, like water, milk. Okay, so we use a gallon. Yes. Okay, next one, inline. Inline. Yes, Manar, exactly. For inline, what does it mean? Inline, okay, this is, if we go to, yes, this picture, this is inline. So these people are waiting in line. Yes, Obey, queue, in a queue. So these people are waiting in line. So there is a line, they are waiting for something. This is the meaning of in line. Okay, to take checks, the last one. Yes, Sarah, exactly. Now the last one, to take checks. What do you mean by check? You know, check, this is for a bank to get money. Okay, when you go to a bank and give them a check, they give you money. Yes. Okay, so it's like a piece of paper, written on it an amount of money. You go to the bank and you give them this check, this piece of paper, and they give you money instead. Okay, so this is a check. Good, excellent. Just 1 minute. اوكي guys طيب حلو كثير. هلا بدنا نستخدم هالكلمات into context. We are going to use these words into context. Who can do the first one, guys? But first of all, raise your hand. I'll give you the mic, and you can read the sentence with the correct answer. So who is going to do the first one? Raise your hand, please, and tell me. Yes, read the first one. Strawberries are cheap now. They cost $1.29 a. So which one? Who's going to do the first one? Okay, Ibrahim, if you don't have a mic, I'll give you the pen. Try just to underline the correct word. Try to underline, just put a line under the correct word. I gave you the pen. So the first one, strawberries are cheap now. They cost $1.29 a. So what do you think? Which one is the answer, Brian? يمكن أعطيت القلم لحدا ثاني أو شيء في عنا إبراهيم ثاني إبراهيم أوكي sorry to that. So this is the pen, so you can use that. We have another Ibrahim. So which one Ibrahim? Okay, try to underline the correct word. Strawberries are cheap now. They cost $1.29. Yeah. So which one? Quickly, Ibrahim. Okay, I think there is a problem also with your pen, Ibrahim, because we can't, take too much time for that. So no problem. Okay, what's the answer? Okay, no problem. So another one who can do. Okay, Sarah, this is the mic.
Strawberries are cheap now. They cost $1.29.
Okay, it's $1.29 a pound. You mean this one? Okay. So this is the first answer. So strawberries are cheap now. They cost $1.29 a pound for 1 pound. Good. Another one, guys. Number 2. Who is going to read number 2 and tell me? Okay, Maria. Ben. Okay, pen. Tell me if you want a pen or a mic. Okay, Maria, you want a pen. So number 2. We have a big family. We buy, yes, good, excellent. Thank you very much, Maria, excellent. So we have a big family. We buy a gallon of milk every week because of milk. So with liquids, we say we use gallon. Okay, thank you very much, Maria. Okay, raise your hand, another one. Okay, Aya, do you want a pen or a mic? انتوا دائما قولوا لي لما بترفعوا ايدكم اذا بدكم pen او mic لحتى to be, easier for you. So, okay, Aya. So I gave you the mic. You can read if you want. Are you reading? Because we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Aya.
You can buy.
Yes, now we can hear. Yes.
You can buy with cash or a credit card, but this market doesn't take check.
Okay, good, excellent, Aya. So here we can pay, not buy. Pay. Okay, pay. So you can pay with cash or credit card, but this market doesn't take checks. Doesn't take checks, and we have to delete 2 here, okay? Because we have doesn't. And today we pay. This market doesn't take checks. So delete 2, okay? Just 1 minute. Okay, guys, come back. I said 1 minute. Okay, I'm here now. Come back. Okay, guys. So number 4 now. What do you think? Who's going to do number 4? Number 4. Yes, guys. Yes, number 4 now. Number 4. So I hate frozen or canned vegetables and fruit. I only eat fresh. Okay, you mean 1? Is it 1, guys? I don't think this is number 1 for that. So I think yes, this is number 3. Good, Rawan. Excellent. And Fatima, thank you very much, Fatima. So I only eat fresh produce because I don't like frozen or canned vegetables. I like fresh produce. Okay, number 5, guys. Who's going to do number 5? I just spent $90 on. Last week I spent 85. Okay, Sarah, try to underline. Yes, excellent, Sarah. So groceries, thank you very much. So food is really expensive here, so I just spent $90 on groceries. Great, excellent. Number 6, let's say Manar, number 6. Sorry, not Manar. Okay. Yes, Manar. Which one for number 6? Excuse me, where is the bread? It's on, yeah, excellent, Manar. It's on aisle 4. Great, guys. The last one now, number 7. Yes. Number 7. Okay, thank you very much, Manar. Thanks. So this is number 7. The last one, yeah, okay, the last one, number 7. Yes, in line. Excellent. Thank you very much, Aya. So the market was very crowded. I had to wait in line for 15 minutes to pay. Great. Thank you, Maria. Yes, and Aya. So I'm trying to see all your answers. Thank you very much for this participation. Any questions? No problem. لا كتب أنا شفنا إنه إجابة. طيب, okay. Let's see another. If we go to the listening, this is a really difficult thing. We can't listen to everything because here we have a conversation between 2 people in a grocery, and we have to listen and answer the questions. This is difficult because we don't have the listening part, and it's also difficult for me to read the listening because we have more than 1 person. We have 2 people. Okay, I can't. Have the role of 2 people. I need another one, so that's why we can skip this one. And here, nothing is important. No problem. We can take another thing, maybe. So I'll skip these things. Okay. Let's come here to pronunciation, guys. Again, it's very simple because here in this pronunciation, they are talking about teens or tens. Now, teens, this is related to numbers from 13 to 19. Okay, so notice the differences in stress between the following pair of words. Now, in the numbers 13 to 19, هون أنا شو عم بستخدم؟ عم بستخدم teens at the end of these words. So, what do we stress? We stress the first syllable. We stress the first syllable and teen syllable. So, if you look here, we have the number 13. شوفوا لاحظوا كيف أنا عم بلغي. أنا بقول 13. So, عم شدد. أنا عم أعمل focus, stress على the first syllable و the second syllable اللي هو teen. اوكي. اما لما عم بيكون في عندي مثلا 20 30 40 we stress only the first syllable. look 30. فاذا بتلاحظوا يعني نهايه الكلمه تي بالاخير مخففه، يعني انا ما عم بقول 30 لا عم بقول 30 تي. يعني الفرق بين teen and T is clear. اوكي. T فيها long vowel يعني مشددة، فيها long vowel لازم نعمل لها stress. اما T مخففة reduce فما بنعمل لها stress. اوكي. فلاحظوا هون الفرق. syllable مقطع معناتها مقطع صوتي. اوكي. So here for example when I say 16 16 so we stress both syllables. 19 we stress both syllables. هلا 30 60 90 بس عم نشدد المقطع الاول. اوكي. اما المقطع الاخير محل الواي اوكي تمام ما بنشدد. Yes of course yes روعة. That's the point. So here's the difference between T and 10. اوكي. So tens شو معناتها tens لما بيقولوا لي هون فوق tens شو معناتها tens يعني tens يعني 10 30 20 40 50 60 70 80 90 هدول بنسميهم tens يعني العشرات. اوكي. اما انا عم بيكون عندي teens ف this is just from 13 to 19. The same thing look here we have 14 40 17 70 15 we stress both of them. 18 we stress both of them. 50 we stress just the first one. 80 we stress the first one. Okay, so just I mean this is the idea. Now I'm going to read some sentences including numbers. So I'm going to read sentences which have some numbers and you have to decide if I'm saying the first number or the second number. If I'm saying 13 or 30 14 or 40. اوكي. هلا انتوا كيف بدكم تميزوا اللفظ اللي انا عم الفظه؟ اذا كنت عم اعمل ستريس على التين معناتها انا هون عم الفظ 13. If there is no stress it means this is 30. Okay, I'm going to read and just tell me the answer. Okay, which yes guys. Okay, I'll start. We waited in line for 30 minutes. So which number? We waited in line for 30 minutes. Ah, great, excellent guys. 30 minutes. No blind. 30. And I'm at 13. Not 13. 30. 30 minutes. Good, great. Number 2. My sister is 14 years old. Great. 14 years old. Excellent guys. So my sister is 14 years old. Number 3. We've lived in this city for 15 years. We've lived in this city for 15 years. Great, excellent. Not 50. Number 4. 60 people came to the party. Great, excellent guys. 5. The groceries cost $70. $70. 70. The groceries cost $70. Excellent. 70, not 17. I didn't say 17. I said 70. $70. Great. Number 6. There are 18 students in the class. Great guys. 18 students in the class. Great. Excellent. The last one, number 7. I live 90 miles from my parents. 90 miles from my parents. Excellent. So that's the point. Okay guys, so in this way فحسب اللفظ أنا بدنا ننتبه إنه لما عم بيكون في stress at the end, if we have teen it means there is a stress. If we don't have teen we don't have a stress. This is the point. Any question about that? Yes. Okay. Okay, guys, great. Now we finished, the first part of the listening, and now we have the second part of the listening, which is an interesting one again, and very simple. Okay, so as you can see here, we have before you listen. Again, always when we have before you listen, it means this is an introduction to the listening part. They teach us some new words and vocabulary that we can use in our everyday English. Okay, so here they said, yes, this is for number. It's related to number, Sarah, not because, yes, because Sarah, because teenage, this let's say, this period of life is just between 13 and 19 years old. That's why it's called teenage. Okay, teenage or teenagers. Why do we call them teenagers? مراهقين, teenagers, because this period is only from 13 to 19 years old. Okay, so that's the point. That's why we call them teenagers, because teen numbers are just from 13 to 19, and teenagers, they live between the period is just between 13 and 19 years old. Yeah, that's the point. Okay, now here, as you can see, guys, in the picture, in the United States, people learn that they should eat food from the 4 major food groups. So it means we have 4 major food groups. Major means important. Okay, so 4 major food groups, or big, let's say. We have the first one, grains. What does that mean? Or what's like, an example of grain, we have wheat and corn. So these things are related to grains. We have fruits and vegetables. We have dairy like milk, such as milk. طبعا dairy هن المنتجات مشتقات الألبان والأجبان والحليب مثلا، هذول بنسميهم dairy. And we have protein. Protein comes like meat and fish. So these are the 4 major food groups. Okay, so the first one is grains. The second one is fruits and vegetables. The third one is dairy, and the fourth one is protein. Okay, so these are the 4 major food or the food groups. Okay, so that's the point. Yes, something related to rice. Okay, something related to crops, grains. Okay, yes, الشغلات اللي لهم فيهم بذرة، القمح مثلا. Yes, so that's the point. Okay, الحنطة، القمح، هذول كلهم لهم علاقة بالgrains، الحبوب. But if you look at the picture in front of you, if you look at this picture now, we have a person who wants maybe to eat. Now the first question, is this man a healthy eater? Why no, guys? Why? Because as you can see, we have soda, we have chips, and we have chocolate. So these things, yes, are not healthy. So we can eat them, but they are not healthy. That's the point. You can't eat a lot of them. If you eat, the more you eat unhealthy food, or the more you eat, I mean, chips, soda, and chocolate, the unhealthier you become. Yeah, that's the point. Yes, good. Yes, or Pepsi or Coca-Cola. So these things, the more you drink them, the more you eat them, you become unhealthy, or the unhealthier you become. Yes. So do you like eating such things, or do you like, let's say, junk food? You know junk food? Do you like junk food? What does it mean, junk food? Yes, okay. Yes, yeah, excellent. So it means fast food. It means junk food means fast food. Yani like hamburger, pizza, I mean shawarma, for example, and these things. So this is called junk food, fast food. Okay, and of course this is unhealthy. Okay, so you can't, I mean, eat a lot of fast food or junk food because it's unhealthy. You can, I mean, just eat once a week or something like that. Yeah, yes, Noah, exactly. That's the point. So which one do you prefer, guys? Do you prefer fast food or traditional food? Do you prefer fast food or traditional food, eating with your family at home, or fast food? Okay, Diane, yes. You prefer fast food? Yes, no, traditional Fatima, Maria, fast food. Yes, okay. Unhealthy food, but still we eat it. يعني هذا الشيء يعني this is related to because of the life has changed. I mean, life is faster nowadays. Okay, it's faster than before. So that's why traditions have changed. The way we eat has changed also. So when we go with our friends, we eat fast food. We don't eat with our family most of the time, even if we like this. But the way of life has changed. Okay. Um, since we have or we spend since we spend long hours working outside home, okay, we don't have time to cook, for example. So that's why we go and buy fast food. But this is of course unhealthy. Yes, I know that, but this is because of our way of life. If you, for example, spend a long time working, okay, you go out, for example, at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, and you come back home at 9 o'clock in the evening, so you don't have time to cook traditional food. So you'll be satisfied with fast food, but this is unhealthy. So it's, I mean, preferable, I mean, maybe to have fast food just once or twice a week, no more than this, because this is unhealthy. Okay, you got the point, guys? Yes, هاي الفكرة اللي أنا عم أقولها إنه تغير، يعني نمط الحياة تغير، أوكي؟ فيلي عم يطلع وبيشتغل ساعات طويلة برا ما معقول إنه يكون عنده وقت فاضي لحتى مثلا يطبخ أو شيء، فلهيك صارت العالم تتجه على الفاست فود أكثر، لأنه نمط الحياة تغير، المعيشة تغيرت، أوكي؟ بس هذا ما بيعني إنه هو ما يعني ما له unhealthy، لا بالعكس، أوكي؟ Of course it's delicious, okay? delicious but it's unhealthy. فالأفضل إنه واحد يخفف قدر الإمكان منه، أوكي؟ Yes, that's the point. Yeah, that's the point. يعني الأفضل إنه واحد يخفف قدر الإمكان. Fine guys, now we have some yes متأثر بباب الحارة إبراهيم. اوكي، او يمكن عم يتابع الجزء ال 11. Okay guys, so now we have a list of words as usual. Yes, of course. ما بتوقع انه حدا عم بيتابع هيك شيء. Yes, good. We got the point, Ibrahim. Yes, of course. Um, so we have most people عم بيتابعوا they are watching 2020. You know 2020. Yes, this series. So we have a group of words and we have their definitions. Yeah, exactly. There is no time actually. There is no time to follow and watch all these series. That's the point. Maybe later in a later time. Okay, guys. So we have a group of words. Okay, I told you. So there is no no time. يعني والله ما في كثير وقت حتى يعني إذا بدي أشوف شيء عم بيكون هيك مقاطع يعني ما في ولا مسلسل كملت له الفكرة بشكل كامل بسبب يعني. اوكي خلينا قبل ما نفتح السيرة نبلش بهذا التمرين بعدين بنحكي على الجروب. اوكي يس يلا okay, number one. But let's read the words now. I'm going to read the sentences with you and then we have to match them. So just reading, let's read them together. Angela weighs 160 pounds. The doctor says she's overweight. After Christmas, I'm going to go on a diet because I ate too much during the holidays. If I don't exercise, I gain weight. If you want to lose weight, you should stay away from fattening. Stay away from fattening foods like ice cream. A piece of bread has about 75 calories. Fresh food is healthier than pre-packaged food. Diet pills are very dangerous. Martha lost 10 pounds in a week on a crash diet, but she gained it all back. Yes, guys, we have to match these underlined words with their definitions here. So raise your hand. I'll give you the pen or the mic to read or write the answer. So who's going to do number one? Yes. Now raise your hand, guys. Raise your hand and okay, Fatima. This is the pen. Just write the letter beside the number. Write the letter. Okay. Is it B, guys? Do you agree with Fatima? Do you agree with Fatima, guys? No, I don't think so. Yes, it's B. Good, Rawa, and so actually it's D. Too fat. Okay. So this is number one. Overweight means too fat. هلا شو الفرق بين overweight و fat؟ كمان هون بدي يعني أشير لنقطة إنه overweight و fat اللي بيعطوني نفس المعنى إنه شخص هو سمين أو وزنه زائد. تمام؟ طيب شو الفرق بيناتهم؟ الفرق بيناتهم بالاستخدام حسب الكونتكست. So one of them has a negative context, another one has a positive context. يعني أنت إذا جيت مثلا إذا رحتي قلتي لوحدة إنه أنت fat, you are fat. طبعا this is a negative one. أكيد رح تنزعج منك وممكن تضربك مثلا. If you said you are fat, إنه أنت يعني you are fat. So بتعطينا هي معنى negative سلبي. طيب أنا إذا بدي أقول لحدا إنه هو مثلا fat بس بطريقة شوي ألطف. فبنقول له إنه you are overweight. أوكي إنه أنت وزنك زائد مثلا overweight. الأوفرويت هي طريقة ألطف أو كلمة ألطف تعطيني معنى positive من كلمة fat. أوكي ما حلو إن نقول لشخص مثلا you are fat immediately like this. Okay, so this is negative. Positive we say overweight, but they have the same meaning. نفس الشيء أنا لما بدي أقول مثلا لواحد إنه هو نحيف كثير، so أنا ما بروح بقول له إنه you are thin. اوكي، لانه thin كمان بتعطيه معنى سلبي. اوكي، انه انت كثير نحيف you are thin. لا، هو المفروض شو نقول مثلا مثلا you are slim or you are slender. فبتعطينا البوزيتيف انه انت رشيق او شيء. اوكي، positive meaning. تمام، فهي الفكرة. طيب let's go to number 2. Who is going to do number 2? We have Bayan. Okay, I'll give you the pen. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Bayan. Okay, so after Christmas I'm going to go on a diet because I ate too much during the holiday. So go on a diet means to start a program for losing. So this is F. To start a program for losing weight. Excellent. Another one, Sarah. Let's see, number 3. If I don't exercise, I gain weight. Yes, excellent, Sarah, excellent. So to gain weight means to get fatter. Okay, which one? Number 2, to go on a diet, to start a program for losing weight. Okay, إنه تعمل diet. Okay, تبتدي diet حبيبي. To go on a diet. بس هاي expression بنستخدمه بهذا المعنى. So if I don't exercise, I gain weight. يعني I get fatter. Number 4. Okay, Aya. Number 4. If you want to lose weight, you should stay away from fattening foods like ice cream. Good, excellent, Aya. So stay away from means to avoid or not to eat. Great, excellent. Now, number 5. Okay. Okay, Fatima, I'll give you the pen. Number 5. A piece of bread has about 75 calories. 75 calories. So calories means, oh my God, what is this letter? شو هذا اللتر بالسنسكريتي هذا؟ Good, thank you very much. So this is H. Okay, so H means like calorie here, a unit for measuring the energy value of food. إنه هل الفود مثلا كم سعرة حرارية فيه، يعني كم السعرات الحرارية، إنه قد إيه بيعطي طاقة energy. Okay guys, number 6. Thank you Fatima. 6. Let's again we have Aya. Okay, fresh food is healthier than pre-packaged food. Yes, excellent, Aya. So pre-packaged food with canned. So we can say G. Packed, يعني canned or frozen food. هذا pre-packaged. Bayan, next one. Diet pills are very dangerous. So what do you mean by diet pills? Very dangerous, yes. Yes, excellent Bayan. Thank you very much. So pills من حبات الدواء بس إنه علاقة بالdiet. So medicine that helps people lose weight. So this is E. The last one, Sarah. The last one, Martha lost 10 pounds in a week on a crash diet. Yes, excellent. Thank you very much. هلا هذا الفرق إنه crash diet, this is when you lose weight very fast. Okay, when you lose weight very fast, this is crash diet. أما الدايت اللي العادي يعني you go on a diet, this is a normal program. But if you lose weight too fast, we say it, we call it a crash diet. Okay, so this is very important to know. Any questions about these things? Great guys. فكثير مهم شباب انه نحن دائما الكلمات اللي عم ناخذها ندرسها ونحفظها مع معانيها، اوكي؟ لانه بالاكزام رح يكون في عندكم اسئله عن المفردات. فانا اذا كنت بعرف المفردة من قبل درسها بختصر علي وقت انه انا ما اضيع وقت بالتخمين انه انا اخمن معنى الكلمة. اوكي، فاكيد رح يكون في عندكم مفردات، فممكن يجوا بغير كونتكست، بغير سياق. يعني مو ضروري انا شرط مثلا اجيب لكم نفس الجمله وفيها اوفر ويت، ممكن الجمله تتغير بس يكون فيها اوفر ويت، فنحن نعرف خلص عرفنا شو المعنى لو كان الكونتكست تغير. فلهيك ننتبه كثير لهالقصص. Okay guys, so in this way these things are not important. We have to okay, we finished the listening part section, part 1 and part 2. هلا بما انه الوظيفه قربت فنحن هلا تعلمنا كيف نكتب ال opinion paragraph وال descriptive paragraph، وقلت لكم انا في بعض النقاط اللي لازم نحكي عليها، يعني مثل ال punctuation rules مثلا، القواعد، العلامات الترقيم. يعني بدنا نحاول نحن ناخذ ملاحظات مهمة لحتى نتجنب أكبر قدر ممكن بالأخطاء، لأنه ما راح يكون في غير وظيفة واحدة. فمثلا من هالشغلات اللي ممكن نحن ناخذها هي ال punctuation rules، علامات الترقيم. اوكي، ف يعني كل فترة بنحكي يعني كم شغلة عليهم بشكل سريع يعني لحتى نتذكر هالقصص. تمام، بيفيدونا هدول بالرايتنج ان كان بالاكزام ولا ب yeah. Yes, okay guys, so this is about punctuation rules. طبعا they are very simple يعني don't worry، ملاحظات بسيطة بس انه مشان نتذكر. For example, now we have the period. You know period, this is this is the period. It's like dot, a period. So here they said we use a period after statement or a command. So look, we are studying English. This is a statement because it starts with a subject, and we put a period at the end. Open your books to chapter 3. Again, this is not a statement, this is a command because it starts with a verb. And again we add period at the end. فدائما لما الجملة بتبلش بفعل هي بنسميها أمر، يعني command. لما بتبلش بفعل open, play, go out. أما لما بتبلش بsubject this is a statement. هلا بالحالتين أنا لازم أحط شو؟ period at the end. Number 2, we can use it after abbreviations, like for example, Mr., Miss, Doctor, AVE, etc., US. So we add dot. Exceptions, we have exceptions اللي هن الاستثناءات like UN, NATO, IBM, 8. And also we use it after initials, but مثلا one letter, H.G. Wells, Dr. D.R. Hammond, etc. I mean, with these things. Yeah. Now about question mark, this is very simple, guys. Question mark. You know, this is when we have questions, we add a question mark. Look, where are you going? Is he here yet? So we add a question mark at the end. Okay? Now, if we have a direct quotation, you know quotation? Quotation, this is when you get the speech of other people. يعني اقتباس، لما أنا بدي أقتبس كلام من شخص ثاني. هذا بسميه quotation. طبعا بيكون انا بستخدم فيه two inverted commas. تمام، بستخدم فيه two inverted commas اللي هن this one and this one. بهي الحالة أنا إذا كنت عم باخذ سؤال بقتبس سؤال I have to put the question mark before the quotation mark. Okay, so أول شيء بحط ال question mark then the quotation. فأنا ما فيني أعمل إنه أحط ال question mark here. This is wrong. So you have to include it into the before the quotation mark. Yeah. So this is very simple. طيب about the exclamation mark, شو هي ال exclamation mark? It's like this. Yes, this one. طبعا we use it when we have, for example, exclamatory sentences or phrases. كيف يعني when, for example, I won the lottery. This is when you want to express surprise. To express surprise, for example. Okay, be quiet, command, or wow, feelings. Okay, فأنت لما بدك تعمل to express لما بدك تعبر عن surprise أو feelings نستخدم exclamation mark. أو إذا كان في عندي command أمر كمان so we can use exclamation mark. Be quiet, be careful, watch out. So these exclamation marks, okay? What else? طبعا هنا اثنين بس نحن عم نحاول نتذكر هالقصص. هلا الكما طويلة شوي لهيك رح نأجلها لغير مرة الكما because it has a lot of things. So we can go to apostrophe. هلا الapostrophe حكينا عليها. We use apostrophes in contractions. You know contractions like do not, it's, we have, they are. So these are called contractions. So we use what? We use apostrophe. And also we use apostrophes to make possessive nouns اللي حكينا عليها الدرس الماضي possessive S. So here if I have a singular noun we use apostrophe S. If I have a plural noun, if I have irregular plural, also apostrophe S. But if I have a plural ending with S, we use just apostrophe. هذا الشيء اللي حكينا عليه الدرس الماضي. So here where we use apostrophe. The last one we have underlining. Underlining, this is when you want to underline something, to put a line under the word. So we use this for titles of books, titles of magazines, titles of newspapers, titles of plays, and titles of movies. Look here, we have I'm reading 100 Years of Solitude. This is a title of reading. Did you like the movie, The Wizard of Oz? This is the title of a movie. So we underline. طبعا هلا في منهم بيعملوا لهم underlining، يعني في منهم بيحطوا تحت الخط وفي منهم بيكتبوهم in italics. بيكتبوهم بالإيتاليكس بالمائل. فحسب هي يعني تمام هي يعني تعتمد على كل انه شخص كيف بيحب او مثلا الجهه اللي انا عم اكتب لها الكتاب او عم اكتب لها شغله كيف بتفضل يكون هذا تمام. فاما بتكون underlining او بتكون italics. Okay guys, any questions? or لا هلا bold ما بنستخدمها بكتابه الكتب اكثر شيء يا اما underline يا اما بالنائب. هاي إذا كنا عم نكتب ورقة بحثية أو شيء فما بيستخدموا البولد إلا مثلا لعناوين فرعية أو هيك. Okay, thank you very much guys for listening and attending. We're gonna stop here today. It's enough. Next time we are going to start with the reading section of this chapter, chapter 3. Okay, and see you next time. Thank you very much, guys. Love you so much. Have a nice weekend and have a nice night. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay? You can send me an email or via the WhatsApp group. في حدا لسه ما انضاف على الجروب من يلي عم يحضروا؟ اوكي لو ليش ما عم تحكي طيب ما عم تبعت لي على الايميل. So send me an email with your number, with your phone number, and I'll add you to the group, okay? Because this is very important. But thank you very much, guys. Love you so much, and have a nice night. Bye-bye.